Want to know how to live your life while manifesting, aka deal with the 3D? Then stay tuned. Hello everyone and welcome to another rousing episode of Spilling the Tea Tuesday. My name is Flossie and I am the funniest, wittiest mindset coach as well as your Rampage queen here on YouTube. If you would like one-on-one coaching with me, links will be in the description box below, as well as links to my brand new Get Your Shit GYS bootcamp. That is about to start. Class is July 1st. So if you're struggling with your manifestation, tired of being where you're at, want to understand manifestation better, feel like you get it, but want to be in a group with like-minded people where you have nearly daily accountability with me, then you need to sign up. You need to sign up. And if you don't want to put in the work, then don't sign up because we're putting in the work over there. Why? Because we're getting our fucking shit and enjoying the manifestation process better. Anyway, there'll also be links to the VIP group because the VIP is a place to be where it is lit, legit, and you get your shit there too. And in like its own mini Vegas, because whatever is said there stays there. Nikki and I go live once a week to give group coaching in a group setting, and it's a lot of fun over there. And then, of course, there'll be links to my other courses, Rampages, if you want a custom Rampage, as well as Nikki's website and her services. So links are all there. But you know the deal. Without further ado, guess what? We're going to look at my calendar. Why? Because that is what I do at almost the start of every Spilling the Tea Tuesday video where we laugh at my obnoxious calendar. Anyway, this says be the fucking change. Yeah, be the fucking change. Why? Because you are what changes. You change you to change what you want to experience in your 3D reality. The change comes from within. You change your dominant thoughts and assumptions about people, things, yourself, and then the 3D must conform. It must conform. So you need to be the fucking change, period. As a reminder, plan a damn vacation already. Yeah, as in a vacation from what? The 3D bullshit in your reality that you're not going to pay any fucking attention to. And then this one says, but seriously, what the fuck is Wednesday doing? If you're asking yourself that question, then you probably need to affirm and persist more because your 3D reality hasn't conformed and you're going to ignore any BS, any 3D hood shit bullshit. We're not going to entertain it. This says, I know you give zero fucks, but try. So you're not going to give a fuck about whatever the 3D reality is showing you if it's not in line with your manifestation, but I want you to give a fuck about manifesting your manifestation journey, affirming and persisting so that you get what you want. And then lastly, this says halfway through this fucking year. It is halfway through this year. And if you're literally sitting there wondering why you don't have what you want and why the 3D reality isn't working out for you, then sign up for the bootcamp. Starts July 1st. Don't spend the other half of the year wondering where the fuck your shit is. So anyway, how to get my little owl because we're going to put the bullshit and the trash where the fuck it belongs. So anyway, getting to the topic at hand, how to live your life while manifesting. In other words, how to deal with the 3D when things are happening there. Well, I got something bothering me. Anyway, let me not distract myself. So, you know, the 3D can throw some curveballs sometimes, or so it seems. And while you're affirming and persisting, you might be experiencing some old story playing out or the old 3D, you know, your old thoughts and assumptions continuing to be there. Your 3D hasn't conformed. And it's like, how do you live your life while manifesting, while looking at stuff that you don't want to look at? Well, first of all, of course, you keep affirming and persisting. You're going to affirm and persist and stay laser focused on what you want, despite what you think you see or hear in the 3D. What can you do? Number one, you can write one of Nikki's infamous FU letters. I might try to link that video somewhere up here, but you can write an infamous FU letter. I do them a little bit different than Nikki. My spin is you write a letter saying whatever it is that you want to say to that person's face or that object or that concept, whatever it is that you would want to say. If that person was in front of you, if you wanted to personify that concept or object, what would you say? What would you say? Then you write how you're feeling, how you feel about it now, how you felt about it in the past, whatever is coming up for you, because you want to get rid of the resistance, the old story, the attachment that you have to some of the negative feelings that you're experiencing. Why? Because it makes it easier. But anyway, you write everything you want to say to their face or the concept's face. how you're feeling, how you feel about manifesting it. It's not victim shaming, it's not blaming, but everything is a manifestation. And when you take responsibility for that manifestation, guess what? Then you know that you can manifest what you do want. So what you want to say to their face, how you're feeling, how you feel about manifesting it, and then you destroy it. You don't keep it, reread it, give it away to anybody. Like, don't send it to the recipient about who you're writing about. No, that's like not what the fuck we're doing. You don't show it to half your friends. You don't want to hold that shit in your 3D reality. You write it, you let it go. I like to set mine the fuck on fire. Fire? Hello? Set it the fuck on fire. And then personally, I like to immediately follow that up with a command letter. I like to write as if I have what I want. You know, you're writing it, you're commanding it. You're writing it with competence, because remember the command letter has 3 C's. You're commanding it. So you're writing as if how you want it to be. You're writing it with confidence, as in being authoritative. And then you're using words of conviction, as in words that are going to convince your mind that it's true. Like things like, it's a fact, legit, because I said so, no matter what, etc. And so you're writing something to somebody who's pissed you off. Let's say it's SP. So here's the fuck you letter. You're like, SP, I can't believe you did XYZ. That was like such a douchebag move. I am pissed as hell. Like, I am livid. I felt rejected. I am mad that I've manifested this version of you. Obviously, it probably would be longer than that. Now you've ripped it up, you destroyed it, unless you're like me and write the command letter on the same exact paper. But then you'd be like, SP, here's the command part. You're madly in love with me, period. You literally worship the fucking ground I walk on. You legit think of me 24/7, 365. You're constantly blowing up my phone. You tell me you love me every day, no matter what. You love being my boyfriend, partner, husband, because I said so. Because I said so. There you go. So you're empowering yourself. You're seeing things maybe you don't like in the 3D. And instead of dwelling on it, you're choosing to empower yourself by getting rid of the emotion attached with it and then commanding it how you want to be. The other thing is create stories that work for you. So you can't stress enough to create stories that work for you. And what that means is that when you see something in the 3D, don't allow your mind to assign the worst case scenario. Don't assign the worst case scenario. Because there could be a whole lot of different things going on, but we tend to think the worst. Yes, I also do it too, but we tend to think the worst. And then when that happens, we're creating something that doesn't necessarily exist, because remember, your 3D reality is a reflection of your dominant thoughts and assumptions. So if you see something that's purely innocent in the 3D and you're assigning a negative meaning, guess what? Now you are creating that. So like, let's say you see SP talking to somebody and you want to assume that the SP is flirting with them, or that like that's a third party or whatever. Don't think that. I wouldn't think that. I'd be like, no. SP is just talking to somebody. They're at a place of business, or SP is just talking to a random person because they're a nice person. Don't turn everything into a third party, a possible third party, SP's flirting. Don't turn everything in the 3D financially into being broke, have no money. This is going to be another bill. This is going to be another issue. Because how many times has something happened in 3D and then you're like, oh my God, this is going to cost me a ton of money. And then it does. But instead, if you think I'm going to get this for free, this is going to be so cheap, this is such an easy fix. Guess what? It's an easy fix. So assign meanings that work for you. Don't create stories that you don't want to manifest. Why? Because you don't want to show up. Don't have that be your dominant thought. The other thing is revising on the spot. Doing revision. If you're being told no, then you're hearing yes. If someone is being a jerk to you in the 3D and you start revising on the spot and being like, oh, they're saying the nicest things to me. They're always constantly nice. I have personally in my 3D reality had someone being a little bit, not a version I wanted, being a Chewbacca of some kind, and just was like, oh, they're so nice, etc. And guess what? Instantly, that bullshit stops. I get the version that I want. You can also choose to affirm and persist in your mind. If something's literally happening in 3D that you're feeling is unfavorable, start affirming. Everything in my life is perfect. Everything in my life is perfect. If that is your only go-to, then do that. I'm the happiest I've ever been. Everything in my life is perfect. I feel more loved than ever. SP and I are in a perfect committed relationship, or SP's madly in love with me. Our relationship is perfect. Whatever it is that you want to say in your mind. But when you're affirming that, focus on that, and then in the 3D, just be like, oh, okay. Like, you don't have to sit there, react, or interact with anything. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to put up with extreme BS. You can still have your boundaries. You can still be like, nope, you're not going to treat me this way, etc. Because we're not doormats here. But it doesn't mean that you've got to flog a dead horse or attempt to argue with Chewbacca excessively, period. Instead, you can just be like, yeah, okay, while you're affirming and persisting your mind. I personally do that. And guess what? When I do that, the 3D conforms like this because I'm putting all the negativity in the fucking trash. I'm not entertaining it. I'm not sitting here engaging in it. I'm choosing not to react to it. And when I choose not to react to it, the 3D conforms rapidly for me. Do the same for you. Choose not to engage in it. Why? Why do you want to engage with shit that's old thoughts, old assumptions you don't give a fuck about when the 3D reality is essentially just the illusion of your making? It is your play. You don't need to react to people being idiots in your play if you don't want to. Choose to be like, yeah, whatever. And in your mind, everything is Gucci, and watch it snap the fuck into place. The other thing is look, you can look at it with indifference. Okay? You can look at some of the stuff in your 3D reality with not caring, being like, you know what, this is old thoughts. I'm not going to care. It's old thoughts that go in here. It's just shit that's playing out. My 3D reality hasn't fully conformed. I'm not going to give a fuck. Not going to give a fuck. No. The other thing you can do besides the FU letter, besides the command letter, besides creating stories that work for you, besides revising on the spot, besides affirming and persisting in your mind while being like, yeah, whatever, and the indifference of being just totally like, yeah, whatever, I'm not going to pay it any attention, is you can rampage. Go on a rampage. Build yourself up. Put yourself on the pedestal. Make yourself feel better. Because as I'm often told, it is not necessarily the destination, it's the journey. It is the journey, not the destination. And that is part of life. I mean, I know that we are having something that we're manifesting, but you can still enjoy the journey. So build yourself up, put you on a pedestal, rampage for what you want. If you don't know how to rampage, listen to one of my rampages and just create affirmations and use I am. Instead of my you are statements, affirm an I am. Or you can look in the mirror and say you are and do the same type of style. Rampaging is nothing more than affirming with flair, AKA that means swearing to me, with authority, AKA confidence. You're being authoritative. You're being confident. You're speaking as though you have what you want. Like that's just the way it is. And you're saying it usually in an elevated voice, faster. And you're just like, this is the way it is, period. I'm a master of manifesting. I always get what I want. Everything always fucking works out for me, period. No one has any free will. No one has any free will to choose anything. Everyone must say and do exactly as I assume because I fucking said so. Because I fucking said so. SP's madly in love with me. They think of me 24/7, 365. They think of me morning, noon, and night. They cannot not think of me because I'm everything. SP can't resist me. And SP can't keep their hands off of me. Their love for me doubles and triples by the second. Whatever comes to the top of your head is what you say and spill it out. The other thing is you can distract. You can use distraction. Go find something to do. Pick up an activity. Start a new hobby. Go hang out with friends. You don't have to sit at home pining for your SP like you are the old cat lady with her 50 cats. Nor do you have to sit there on your couch with nothing to do because you feel like you have two nickels to rub together. There are plenty of things that you can do that are free. There's plenty of activities that most people can find where they live to do that are free, or take up your friends and family on their offers to do things with you. Get out of the house. Go dance in the house, blare some music, watch some TV, watch your favorite show, go watch a comedy. But find something to do, distract your mind so that you stop sitting in your own internal hell that you're putting yourself in, because you don't have to stop your life while your manifestation is coming, while your 3D reality is conforming. Don't stop living your life. Go find some shit to do. Find some shit to do. The other thing is you can reach out to a manifestation buddy. Reach out to a manifestation buddy. If you are struggling in your 3D reality and you need a moment and you need someone to help you to create a story that works for you, have a good manifestation buddy. A manifestation buddy is not your therapist, psychiatrist. They're not there for you to trauma dump on 24/7, 365. But a good manifestation buddy will let you vent for just a few minutes, like maybe 5 minutes, and then they're going to cut you off. And then they're going to help you to create a story that works for you. And it should be reciprocal. You should be doing the same for them. But it's someone who you can, talk about your manifestations with. You can live in the end with that person, talking about what it is that you want to manifest. That is something else that can be very helpful, is to have that manifestation buddy who can help you on your journey to keep you focused on what you want. But you do it for each other and you help to build each other up occasionally. And there you go. So there are many things that you can do in order to enjoy your life, to live your life while you're manifesting. distracting, like I mentioned, that is a big one. Find things to do. Affirm and persist for yourself. Manifest some other things that aren't necessarily what you want to manifest as far as your bigger manifestations. I'll probably link the video. I always forget what side it's going to be on, but I'll probably link the video that is going to talk about how to build your confidence as a manifestor by manifesting things off of the wouldn't it be funny if list. That's a whole video. I'll link it just so that you can have some fun, but stop dwelling on shit. Affirm or persist, just get your fucking shit. Learn how to navigate the 3D. I always say a lot that manifestation sometimes initially, especially initially, can be a battle of your mind, be a battle of your negative thoughts and what you want to manifest. And there's different things that you can do to stop the negative thinking, to stop all of the, Felicia having to say a bunch of negative ass shit to you about what it is that you're manifesting. Help you to put your negative ass thoughts in the trash. That's the tools that I was mentioning, help you to do that. Also, one last tool I forgot, EFT tapping. I've talked about that in plenty of videos, but you can do that to get rid of some of your negative emotion. It can help you to deal with your 3D reality while you're navigating it. So anyway, this video is a little bit longer than what I anticipated. Sorry that it's so long. Hopefully you enjoyed the rambling. I'm, certain in my mind that it'll be helpful to you because you're going to hear something in this video that will help you to navigate the 3D and to live your life while manifesting. But anyways, so until next time, till next week, when I upload another Spill the Tea Tuesday video, I'll talk to you later. Bye.